All right, everyone. I'm gonna play this story because I don't know how long it's gonna take, and if we have enough time, then we'll just go ahead and um, jump into something a little shorter. My stance was that I'm going to try to find a nice story to listen to. We always hear these,
A happy ending or
yes,
okay.
a nice story to listen to. Nothing that's so tragedy and tragic and bad. And we got enough, and those are entertaining. But after a while, it's just like when you come up to a nice story, and I'm not putting it in real or not like I used to because Thiz is not on here, and every story, oh, that's so fake. And the grandmama that kidnapped the dude 15 years ago when the show started. So I'm going to play, and all I'm going to say is it's a nice story. Part one.
I'm a 29-year-old woman, and I was supposed to pick up my niece, Sophie, who's 7, from the elementary school to spend a day with her. The school knew about this ahead of time, and I've picked her up a few times before. Sophie was running towards me, but unfortunately, she tripped and fell down. Her knee was bruised, and she started crying like crazy. I took her to the nurse's office immediately. The nurse was in her early 20s and helped Sophie with cleaning up her wound and dressing. I tell my niece a lot about my line of work, so she asked if she was going to need stitches, if so, how many and what kind, etc. The nurse was impressed. She showed Sophie a few pieces of equipment she had and asked if Sophie wanted to be a nurse like her. Sophie said, "No, I want to be a doctor like Aunt OP." The nurse got a bit upset and asked me why I didn't say anything about this. I was honestly confused. I was like, why would I even need to mention it? I even threw in a compliment, saying that she was quite good at her job and I enjoyed witnessing a professional at work. She said that I was being too generous with my comments. I told her I was being honest, and I thanked her for taking care of Sophie's knee. Right when Sophie and I were leaving, she said that she never would have been able to guess my line of work correctly because I look better than most of my colleagues. I thanked her again and said that I appreciated her help. She said that I still owed her for not telling her my job and that it felt like I was testing her or deliberately trying to see how she was doing. I apologized and said that wasn't what I meant and that I knew that she was more than capable of doing her job well. She said maybe I could find a way to make it up to her properly, and I was like, sure, but Sophie and I need to go now. I don't know. OP. OP. I don't know if I was rude, but this had me thinking. Should I have told her about my job?
No,
Okay, I'm lost. What am I lost on this one?
no. I mean,
Uh,
you're in a school, something happens, you take the kid to the nurse. That's what you're supposed to do.
Well, that went clear on my head because I thought she was gonna say go out to dinner or
and
something.
I hate to say this, but
Oh,
Elder,
she was flirting with her.
that was the point. She missed the flirting. It
Yeah,
wasn't. She missed.
a lot of people
Oh,
do.
A lot of people do, especially when you're
Confused and
yeah, like she. I don't want to say because then people you're being homophobic, but
oh
maybe
no.
she's not gay. Yeah.
yeah, and
Yeah.
then the nurse could be like, hey, let's just get. She may not be, but I'm gonna guess and say she probably is because that wouldn't be. We can make it up. Girl, no,
She might be
you're gonna.
bi.
She took her shot.
Yeah.
She did take her shot. She took it.
She took her shot, and hey, you know,
It wasn't the best of shots, but
it was a
She
terrible shot.
she tried it.
she tried.
You tried to hit a 3-pointer from the bleachers. You took a very terrible shot because I don't know what you was saying or how you was saying it or what you was trying to say, but I mean you was flirting. I'm gonna give it to you, but
Some of us
yeah,
don't
you
know
need to
how
work
to.
on your flirt game because that was
Some
you.
of us don't have that ability though. Like I know I don't have it at all. I'm just a straight shooter. It's like, hey, you want to go out or not? What? Like I skip all of that.
Fuck you.
She
And
called
then
me
I
Aunt
thought to
Opie. I
myself,
kind of was thrown off by that too.
why did she call me OP? She knew my actual name, but she called me OP for some reason. Yeah, she okay. As much as I can sit here and jump on the lady for having terrible flirting skills, because you have terrible flirting skills. Lady, yeah, Tracy, there are some people who just need to flat out just say what they're trying to
Yeah,
say.
just cut all the chase because I don't need all that.
Look who decided to pop in.
Hi.
Afra
Oh,
Singh.
my baby. Hey, honey.
Hey, Afra. How are you?
Give
Uh,
us an update. How are things going with the dating? Ooh, ooh. Last time, last
yes.
time you were talking with a guy and you didn't want to be seen as like readily available. So he would ask you,
That was Afra Singh. Okay, yes. Yeah, you
yeah,
got
Yeah,
he would
that made
ask
me
like,
want to
what are
know
you
what
doing
happened.
tonight? So, update please.
LOL. Anna wasn't it wasn't the best of shots. No, he tried to she tried to hit a 3-pointer from the parking lot. It was terrible.
These shots
Um
keep getting further and further away.
yeah, it was bad. But anyway,
It was.
here's the update.
April 23rd. Okay, 5 days later, Opie posted an update. As you could see in the original post, I was absolutely clueless during this whole interaction, and I missed the flirting part altogether. So I took your advice, asked my sister to let me babysit Sophia again, and I picked her up from school. Around 10 minutes before school was over, I went to the nurse's office with a bouquet of flowers, and I thanked the nurse for taking care of my niece's knee, and I asked her if I could have the opportunity to make up for my rudeness from the last visit. Thankfully, she agreed. We went on a date last night. It included a late evening walk by the beach and dinner. By the end of the night, I showed her this post, and I think it's safe to say that she was just as amused as every single one of the commenters, and she can barely stop teasing me about it. So, overall, thank you so much for your comments and help.
Oh, a beachside dinner. That's lovely.
Well, wow. I'm sorry. This was it. I'm glad it worked out at the end. Really, before I even make my next statement, I'm so glad it worked out at the end. But ooh, that beginning. You terrible at flirting, and you terrible for trying to pick up what the flirt was. So I don't even know what to tell either one of
Yeah,
y'all.
I
Like,
can't. It's
I'm
like,
glad it worked out, but oh, jeez,
Some
if
people
y'all get
don't work
married, if y'all,
on the subtle hints,
I
like
sure don't.
Tracy said.
I can't. It's like I don't know what you're
Some
saying.
people love the subtle art of flirting. I
I
mean,
can't.
yeah, be
Just
good
either
at it.
you want to go out with me or you don't. Just don't confuse my mind. Cause then you feel like if you misinterpret it, then you're gonna be like, well, shoot, now I feel stupid.
It does.
You be
Now
thinking some man flirt
that
with you,
I'll give to
and
Tracy.
and then he be like, "No, I was just saying, being nice." Oops.
it can happen.
Uh,
Unless you're willing to feel like a fool, you will never have these experiences.
uh,
Unless you're willing to jump into it, you won't know.
oh, look who decided to grace us with his presence.
What?
Hello, family. Just got
Well,
home back at 5. Just got back up at 5 a.m. So I'm watching for now. Okay. And he also says, I like the overt, subtle flirting.
What is that? I can't.
it's obvious to everybody else but the person.
Yes.
Yeah, that would be
And
me. I'd be like,
Now that's a art.
mm,
That is really an art because you have to find a way of flirting with somebody where everybody knows who you're talking about,
But the dumb person like
but the
me would
person.
be like, what?
And that's an
What?
art. Because
What you say?
it makes it kind of cute and funny because you flirt with that person without actually flirting with the person, and everybody keeps looking at the person like, dude,
This is why I prefer
he
online
said something
dating.
to you, and you're looking like,
Really?
yeah, I want cheese on my
I ain't
burger.
got to go through all of this. Do you like me? Do you like me? No, I swipe and then okay, well, that's it. I ain't got to go
Okay.
through all this stuff. I can't.
Interesting.
I'm sorry, me and Foxy still flirt with each other all the time.
But
So
that's cute. But I'm
That's
just
awesome.
saying, yeah, I would not laugh. This is why I'm single. This right here, because I'm just like, I don't know what. What you saying?
I think the last time somebody flirted with you on this show, we had to get banned.
Well,
Well,
we not gonna
that
talk.
was not flirting.
That was not for. That's
No.
called stalking.
Yeah.
Yeah,
There's a difference between a flirter and a stalker
and
Yeah.
creepy.
and
Yeah.
creepy. And I'm like,
I'm notoriously oblivious. She has to make it clear to me that she's at least interested in when I start to, and then I start to pursue. Dating was fun. Nah, not for me.
Hmm.
My dating life was my longest relationship before I dated and married Foxy was always 2 years. Like it was always that 2 year time frame where it's like, okay, it was fun, it was real.
The
After 6,
honeymoon is over and
yeah, it's over.